Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dystopia. We're live here in Austin, Texas. I'm your host, Infinite Fantasy, and welcome the chosen one, Steven Dynamite. Dio, get your backstabbing ass out here, you traitor. Get here right now and face me like a man. Dio, you screwed me. I may have won that match, but you still... Oh, that's not Dio's music. It's the witch. His sister, the witch. Steven? Steven, listen, I get it. You're angry, and honestly, you have every right to be. What my brother did was absolutely ridiculous. He was stupid and careless and very, very selfish. I'm asking you as a friend, please, for the sake of our history, for every battle we fought together, please let me talk to him. Witch, your brother crossed the line. Steve, please, that's all I'm asking. Just give me a chance to talk some sense into him. Trust me, I know I'm not happy with him either, but he's still my brother. He is impulsive and a lot like our dad. I know if I can have a heart-to-heart with him, I can make him see what he did wrong. Please, all I am asking is a chance. You are my friend, maybe one of my closest friends. I don't want to see you go to war with my brother. Okay. Alright, witch. For the sake of our history, because I care about you and I respect you, I'm going to give you a chance. And I'm only going to save this once. Handle your brother or I will. And you can see the tensions are rising. Steven Dynamite's giving the witch the reprieve, allowing her to have a chance to talk to Dio. But he looks very impatient. It was on New Year's All-Star, where Dio, who pretended to come out to save Steven Dynamite from Damian Maximus and ended up turning around, nearly knocking him out. Steven Dynamite able to recover and still win the match. Just a testament of his skill as a pro wrestler. But you can still see that Steven Dynamite is not taking his line down, being betrayed by one of his closest friends. Will the witch be able to talk sense into Dio, or will an all-out war break out between the Grand Tour champion and the chosen one? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grand Tour Wrestling Dystopia. I am your host, Infinite Fantasy. We're live here in Houston, Texas, and coming up tonight, we're going to be having some tag team action between Gallus and Fraxium. JBL will be having a one-on-one match against Billy Cactus of the Outlaw Gang. And our main event, we're going to be having Hercules taking on a mystery opponent. The winner will be facing Jon Moxley for the World Heavyweight title at our next pay-per-view event, the Grand Rumble, live from Greece. But first, our opening match is coming up as we're going to have Asuka going one-on-one against the timeless Toni Storm here on Dystopia. There's Toni Storm in the ring, waiting for Asuka, who's coming on out. And what's this? Asuka going to turn her back, and and there's Rachel Rodriguez right behind Asuka. Looks like Asuka is going to be wrestling this match, whether she likes it or not. She thought she can sneak her way out of it. But it looks like the women's champion Rachel Rodriguez has other plans for Asuka. Asuka, who interrupted her championship match at New Year's All-Star, using a distraction to try and make her lose the title. And Rachel Rodriguez now paying her back tenfold, forcing her to be in this singles match against the timeless Toni Storm. The same timeless Toni Storm who was the first ever woman to ever win the Grand Tour Championship, and Asuka is going to have her work cut out for her in this match. I don't blame her for trying to back out of it. And Toni Storm dominating her opponent the only way she knows how. And Asuka with a very calculated maneuver, dodging Toni Storm by walking the ropes there. And here comes Asuka with a submission hold on the Toni Storm. Toni Storm immediately going for the reversal. And now they're grappling up. Toni Storm bring Asuka against the ropes. And look at those body shots by Toni Storm, dominating over Asuka here. The way Toni Storm looks at it is Asuka is a huge coward, and Toni Storm is going to treat her like one in this singles match. And here's Storm doing damage to the hand there. She goes Irish whip into the corner, humiliating Asuka. And a bulldog by Toni Storm, the first woman to ever win the Grand Tour Championship, dominating in this singles match. And now she's using the rope to wrench the arm of Asuka here as she goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Asuka. And now Toni Storm waiting for Asuka to get to her feet, sizing her up. She makes her way to the second turnbuckle. And a devastating dropkick right into the chest of Asuka. They grapple up. Toni Storm setting her up. Fisherman suplex. And here comes the pin. 1, 2, and Asuka kicks out. Asuka finally getting a reversal. Going for those kicks to the back of the leg of Toni Storm. Asuka finally gaining her confidence as she goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Toni Storm. And Asuka now going for the submission hold. Toni Storm in the middle of the ring, too far out of reach for rope break, but able to counter with an elbow to the face. And Asuka gaining the advantage, throwing Toni Storm against the ropes. She goes under. She goes over. And a German suplex by Asuka. She's waiting for Toni Storm to get to her feet, sizing her up. Asuka taunting her. And a huge right cross. And a German suplex by Asuka onto Toni Storm. And now she's sizing her up once more. And here comes the sleeper. Asuka has Toni Storm in a sleeper hold, middle of the ring. And now since the table is turned, Asuka having Toni Storm exactly where she wants her. Here comes the grapple. Asuka kick to the midsection. And a huge power bomb. Toni Storm having no choice but to roll out of the ring, trying to gain a little distance. Asuka in pursuit. The two women now fighting in front of our announcer's desk. And look at those huge, devastating kicks by Asuka. Toni Storm with a right cross fighting back. And a backbreaker by Toni Storm. 2 backbreakers just for extra measure. And Toni Storm using her size to her advantage. That strength over Asuka. Now throwing her back into the ring. Toni Storm looking like she's about to go for the cover. No, she's got other plans, stomping the face of Asuka. She's looking to humiliate her opponent here. And here comes a sharpshooter. Toni Storm has Asuka in the sharpshooter. Will she tap out? Will she tap out? No. No, she doesn't. Somehow Asuka refusing to submit to Toni Storm here. Able to resist, and Toni Storm continues this humiliating assault. Now here comes the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Asuka. She goes to the Irish whip. Asuka now in the corner. Toni Storm lining her up. And here she comes. Boom! A thrust right into Asuka. Toni Storm once again applying the sharpshooter. Gaining the submission hold in. She's got it in tight this time. Millering, and Asuka has no choice but to tap out.
Here is your winner, Toni Storm!
A huge win by the timeless Toni Storm as she's able to secure a tap out, holding the sharpshooter tight in the middle of the ring. Asuka had no choice, nowhere to go, no way to counter, and had no choice but to submit to the timeless Toni Storm. Still to come tonight, we got tag team action. Nathan Frazer and Axiom versus Mark Coffey and Joe Coffey. Fraxium versus Gallus. Coming up next. This is outrageous. I am the former World Heavyweight Champion. By all rights, I should have my rematch whenever I please. That insufferable father of yours is forcing me to compete in a #1 contender match to earn it. Tell me about it. My father can be a very irritating man, my lord. The worst part is he refuses to indulge on who my opponent shall be. I'm going in there tonight fighting blind. How am I expected to prepare if I do not even know who my opponent is? With respect, you are the mighty Hercules. It does not matter because there is no opponent you cannot defeat. This is but a minor setback. You will soon have your rematch against Jon Moxley, and the World Heavyweight title shall be yours once again. New Year's All-Star was an embarrassment for the old gods. Not only did Rebecca Troy lose her war against the witch, she is so badly injured that she's going to be out of action for the next week. And you, my apprentice, Sir Damian Maximus, you have lost to Dynamite. Even when accepting help from the enemy, you could not defeat him. Archangel was the only one to pull his weight last night when he brought us the Hardcore Championship. Tonight, I expect everyone to pull their weight. This is a match I cannot afford to lose. All that is left is for me to resecure my title and the old gods to be solidified as the ultimate power in GTW. Not to worry, mighty Hercules. Tonight will be a triumph for the old gods.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 336 pounds, Axiom and Nathan Frazier for Axiom!
And here comes the combined team of Nathan Frazier and Axiom. Together, they form GTW's newest tag team, Fraxiom. These two have been a dominant tag team force in NXT and WWE SmackDown. And now they're trying their luck in the tag team division here on Grand Tour Wrestling. As they get set to go toe-to-toe with Mark Coffey and Joe Coffey of Gallus.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 486 pounds, Joe Coffey and Mark Coffey, Gallus!
And here comes Gallus making their way to the ring. The team of Joe and Mark Coffey. These two brothers looking to rise in the ranks in the GTW Tag Team Division. With the Dudley Boys freshly defending their titles at Holiday Mayhem. All the tag teams here in GTW are scrambling to find out who will be the next #1 contender to take on Team 3D for the tag team gold. This will be Gallus's first time wrestling on a main GTW weekly show. And it looks like we're going to be starting off with Nathan Frazier and Joe Coffey here. And here comes Frazier with a Russian leg sweep onto Joe. An amazing armbar turned into a kick to the sternum. Frazier using that technical prowess to his advantage, now tagging in Axiom. Axiom, who made his debut on Wednesday Night Brawl as he had a one-on-one luchador match against Chosen. Although he did not win the match, has definitely impressed the crowd enough, showing his skills as a high-flying luchador. And now he has another chance to impress the crowd here in Austin, Texas, as him and Nathan Frazier go up against Gallus here. And an amazing dropkick by Axiom. Axiom now waiting for Joe Coffey to get to his feet. And a huge dropkick by Axiom. Joe Coffey now tagging his brother, and here comes Mark Coffey with a belly-to-belly suplex onto Axiom. Now I look at Axiom, he kind of does remind me of a certain set of superheroes created in the Infinite Fantasy universe called the Galactic Guardians. The Galactic Guardian Force Go Holiday Special is now live on YouTube. An audio story by Infinite Fantasy about 5 teenage superheroes with the ability to transform into cosmic armor to protect their hometown of Darwin Valley against the parasitic aliens known as the Insectoids. Check out Galactic Guardian Force Go Frostbite now on the Infinite Fantasy If YouTube channel. And now Nathan Frazier, the legal man, as he goes for a snap suplex onto Joe Coffey. Nathan Frazier now waiting for his opponent to get to his feet as he's going for a high-risk move, coming up the ropes, and going across the ring, amazingly taking down Joe Coffey, unfortunately taking down the ref with him. The referee now knocked out. We no longer have an official in this tag team match. And there's Nathan Frazier going for a dropkick. This time, Joe Coffey sees it coming. He goes for a kick to the midsection. And here comes Joe Coffey. Suplex. Joe Coffey now making the tag to Mark Coffey. The referee finally stirring awake as Mark Coffey goes for a huge right hand onto Nathan Frazier. Now Axiom getting in the ring here. The legal man as he goes toe-to-toe with Mark Coffey, who's using those powerful strikes, but Axiom now fighting back. There's Coffey going for those elbow strikes to the midsection. That strength dominating over the high-flying style of Axiom as he goes for a scoop body slam. Here comes the pin. Nathan Frazier able to break out the count though. Mark Coffey continuously works on punishing Axiom, working on that arm. There's a takedown by Mark Coffey. And here he is, setting him up. And a lariat clothesline by Mark Coffey as he goes for the pin. And Gallows gets the win in this tag team match.
Here are your winners, Joe Coffey and Mark Coffey. Gallows!
An impressive main show debut by Gallows as they get a major tag team win over Fraxium here on Dystopia. Don't go anywhere, because coming up next we got singles action is John Bradshaw Layfield goes one-on-one with Billy Cactus of the Outlaws. That's coming up here on Dystopia. Well, well, well. So I hear you're challenging Billy Cactus next. Well, actually, he challenged me tonight. I guess he didn't like how I ended their party last week. Listen, Bradshaw. I want to say that at Holiday Mayhem, you and I went into Hell in a Cell, and you fought me like a man. And last week, when I was getting jumped, you had my back. I guess what I'm saying is, I'm ready to put everything behind us. So, Farouk, are we good now? Yeah, we're good. Now go kick his cowboy ass.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Justin Hicks, representing the Outlaws. From Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Billy Cactus.
Billy Cactus about to go into singles action and come to the ring by his tag team partner, Justin Hicks. Together they form the Outlaw Gang. Billy Cactus now wrestling here in his home state of Texas. Ready to go up against JBL, looking to get a receipt. Last week, when Justin Hicks had a one-on-one match against Farouk, the Outlaws decided to double team him with a steel chair. But it was John Bradshaw Layfield who came out to Farouk's rescue. And now it looks like Billy Cactus looking to get a receipt on good old JBL. It seems the crowd not trusting JBL too much here.
Weighing in at 290 pounds, Jon Bradshaw Layfield, JBL.
The Outlaws not exactly the fan favorites in this match, but it seems that despite JBL's actions, saving Farouk last week has yet to earn the trust of the audience. Still coming out as if treated like a heel. Hopefully, with tonight's match, JBL will be able to change their minds. You can see that focus on JBL's face. He's about to go one-on-one with Billy Cactus, and Billy Cactus starts off strong with a clothesline. JBL with a counter, giving him a clothesline of his own. JBL is a former World Heavyweight Champion in multiple promotions such as the WWE and TNA, and has even won the World Heavyweight title once here in GTW, and is definitely not a force to be reckoned with, as Billy Cactus is finding out quickly as he's suffering those devastating elbows by Jon Bradshaw Layfield. And here's JBL with a crossface onto Billy Cactus. Cactus throwing those elbows to try and counter JBL. And a nice reversal by Jon Bradshaw Layfield. And a huge, devastating right punch taking down Billy Cactus. This Cactus with that sneaking in, that elbow to the gut. And look at that power by Billy Cactus, this match between these two powerhouses. And Billy Cactus immediately going for his finishing move. Cowboy from Hell. And here comes the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Jon Bradshaw Layfield. And here comes Billy Cactus on the second rope, looking for a high-risk maneuver, double axe handle, taking down Bradshaw. It's a huge kick. A match between these two cowboys in the middle of the squared circle as JBL goes for a huge, devastating power bomb. And there was definitely power behind that as the entire arena just shook here in Austin, Texas. Billy Cactus off the ropes as he eats a clothesline from Hell by JBL. And here goes the pin. 1, 2, 3, and JBL with a quick victory over Billy Cactus.
Here is your winner, Jon Bradshaw Layfield, JBL.
And what an impressive victory by Jon Bradshaw Layfield, delivering a momentous clothesline from Hell, nearly knocking down Billy Cactus' head off, and what a quick victory at that. Still to come tonight, though. We got our main event coming up, as we got Hercules going up against a mystery opponent here tonight. The winner will be going up against Jon Moxley for the World Heavyweight title at our next pay-per-view event, the Grand Rumble, which will be live in Greece. But first, I have word that Brenda Bison is coming out to the ring as we speak. She's making her way to Gorilla to address the crowd here in Austin, Texas. Brenda Bison next on Dystopia. And here comes the Russian gladiator, Brenda Bison, former women's champion. On January 1st, I have challenged Rachel Rodriguez for the Women's World Championship. I made a bold claim that she was not the true champion because she never defeated me for the title. I stand here proud as I admit my defeat. Rachel Rodriguez, I acknowledge you as the true Women's World Champion. And after competing against you in the sacred ring, I now understand your true potential. My only regret is I will no longer be able to fulfill my promise to Amanda Price. That is why I stand here humbly, asking you to grant Amanda Price a shot for your title. From one warrior to another, from one competitor to another, please. Rodriguez, I beg you to fulfill the promise. I could not. Hold the brakes, hold on. Are you serious? After all that talk, oh, I'm the true champion. You cannot hold a candle to an undercard nobody. You are a joke, Bison. I assure you, Rachel Rodriguez is no undercard. This business does not concern you. I think it does. You see, I defeated Amanda Price. I am the Women's Intercontinental Champion, and I defeated the former Women's Champion. Everyone builds her up because she's cute, but none of that Olympic gold training held a candle to me. The way I see it, neither of you deserve to be a champion. If anyone should challenge Rodriguez, it should be me. Is that so? Then perhaps you will put your money where your mouth is next week on Brawl. You think I'm just going to hand you a shot at my Intercontinental title? Who said anything about putting the title on the line? Is it about teaching you respect? Oh, I see. So you want a non-title match? Okay, you're on, Bison. Next week on Brawl, I will love to teach you who is queen of GTW. And we have it set, folks. This Wednesday on Brawl, in a non-title match, the Crimson Fox Megan will be going one-on-one with the Russian assassin Brenda Bison. That's going to be live here at Infinite Fantasy if/twitch.tv this Wednesday night. And still to come, we got our main event as Hercules will be going one-on-one against a mystery opponent. The winner will be the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Grand Rumble live at Greece. Dio, what the hell were you thinking? Was that supposed to be some New Year's resolution? Push everyone who cares about you away? You win the big title, so now you can do whatever you like? Oh, so you're going to take his side now, huh? His side? I just had to talk him out of coming after you. He's pissed and he has every right to be. How many times did he save your ass? How many times did he save our asses? And this is what you do? You help Damien? Did you forget what Damien did to you? Damien will get what's coming to him, don't you worry. As far as Dynamite goes, he better learn his place. All-Star was just a warning. Dio, I'm warning you right now. Make things right with him or else. You want me to make things right? Or else? Which, I need to know right now, whose side are you on? I'm on your side. We are the fallen. That is why, as your sister, I'm asking you to. That is right, we are the Fallen. I would do anything for you. Anything. Now it's about time I stop being second fiddle to everyone else. And where do you think you're going? For your information, I'm on my way to escort the true champion out to the ring for his #1 contender match. Oh, I guess you didn't get the memo. I've banned all members of the Old Gods from ringside for tonight's main event. If Hercules wants his rematch with Moxley, he has to earn it, without help. This is outrageous. This is biased. How do you know he will not get screwed tonight? My decision is final, Damien. That is enough for you. If I was director, things would be different. You're not fit to lead. Well, unfortunately for you, my boss does not feel that way. Now have a good night, son.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Old Gods from Athens, Greece, weighing in at 341 pounds, the mighty, unbreakable, indestructible Hercules!
And here we go, the #1 contender match in tonight's DYSTOPIA main event. Hercules will be taking on an unknown opponent. Anyone in the locker room could be challenging him here tonight, but one thing is certain, whoever wins tonight's match will be going to Greece to face Jon Moxley for the World Heavyweight title at the Grand Rumble, our next pay-per-view event at the end of January. Damian Maximus now informed that all members of the Old Gods are banned from ringside, which means Hercules will be having to go up against his mystery opponent all by himself. If Hercules wants a rematch against Moxley, he's going to have to do it tonight on his own merits, without even so much as being able to scout who his opponent is tonight. But the real question is, who will be this mystery opponent that Hercules must defeat? Could it be Steven Dynamite? Could it be Adam Cole? Could it be Hook? Could it be Karen Cross? We're about to find out. Who will it be taking on Hercules for tonight's main event? Hercules going for a microphone. I don't need the Old Gods. I don't care who it is. Whoever dares challenges Hercules, come out here so I can show you my wrath. No way! No way, it can't be! There's no way of all people to come out. This was the last person I expected, the last man I expected to come out and challenge Hercules. But we are here in Austin, Texas.
Weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
We are here in Austin, Texas, in the hometown of Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Texas Rattlesnake, coming out to challenge Hercules. This man has been retired from pro wrestling for years, and he's coming out here tonight to challenge the old god himself, the former world heavyweight champion, going up against Hercules here tonight, here live at Austin, Texas. And you can see a look of worry on Hercules' face. He's starting to realize exactly what he's in for here tonight. Without the back of the old gods, this might be a true challenge for the mighty god. And Stone Cold Steve Austin starting off strong as he puts Hercules into a sleeper hold after a series of strikes. Stone Cold not giving any, giving. Bashing the head of Hercules into the ring mat. Remember, the winner of this goes on to face Jon Moxley. Wouldn't that be something? A world heavyweight title match between Jon Moxley and Stone Cold Steve Austin. But we're going to find out after this match here tonight. So far, Austin dominating over Hercules. And here's the Texas Rattlesnake going to work, throwing a knee across the jaw of the mighty god. Stone Cold throwing Hercules across the ropes, and a hit toss by the Texas Rattlesnake. And now Steve Austin going to the top rope. High risk maneuver, and an atomic elbow drop by Stone Cold as he goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Hercules. Too soon for the Texas Rattlesnake to get the win here tonight. And here comes Stone Cold coming off the ropes. Middle fingers in the air as he goes for another elbow drop. Another pin by the Texas Rattlesnake. 1, 2, and another kick out by Hercules. Stone Cold going all out on Hercules here, and now he's sizing him up. And looks like Austin is about to go for the Stone Cold Stunner. Hercules reversing now. And here comes a leg lock by Hercules, putting Stone Cold in a submission hold. Austin immediately reversing. And now Hercules coming off the ropes as Steve Austin goes for a spine buster. And now I can see exactly why Charles Elliott made sure the old gods were banned from ringside. This is a true test of Hercules right here. Stone Cold Steve Austin is not a man to be trifled with as he aggressively beats the hell out of the former World Heavyweight Champion here. Austin, one of the top, if not greatest wrestlers to ever be in the ring, putting Hercules in a submission hold. Hercules using that strength of power to get a roll his way out. And now, here comes Hercules with a fireman's carry, face plant, knocking the lights out of Steve Austin. And now, he gravels from behind. And here comes a power slam by the mighty god. And here comes Hercules, chambering up, Superman punch. You can see that Hercules is getting desperate as he's now sizing him up. Hercules ready to finish this, and here comes the God Spear. This could be a short-lived return for Stone Cold. Now he's broken in half. 1, 2, and a kick out by Stone Cold Steve Austin. And here comes Hercules from across the ring. Clothesline. Now throwing Austin against the ropes. Another spear by the mighty god Hercules as he goes for another pin. 1, 2, a kick out by the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You see Hercules not letting up. He's starting to realize exactly what kind of opponent he's up against. Atomic elbow drop. Hercules not holding back whatsoever. He's going for another pin. You can see how desperate Hercules is to finish this match as quickly as possible, but Stone Cold again gets the shoulder up, and Hercules starting to look very frustrated right now. And here goes Stone Cold with a knee to the gut, getting that counter, an Irish whip. He goes under. And Hercules using the ropes to break the momentum. And now he has him in a fireman's carry. Snake eyes into the turnbuckle. And here's Hercules choking Austin with the heel of his boot. He's bringing him into the turnbuckle, slamming Austin's head right on top. And Austin with a counter, giving Hercules a receipt. And here he comes right from across the ring, clothesline to the mighty god. Austin off the ropes. And here comes the pin. 1, 2, and Hercules gets the shoulder up right at the very last moment. And right now it seems that Hercules and Stone Cold Steve Austin are completely evenly matched. And stunner! Stone Cold hits the Stone Cold Stunner. It's all over. 1, 2, and I don't believe it. Stone Cold with the surprise Stone Cold Stunner on Hercules, and somehow Hercules still manages to kick out. No one ever kicks out of the stunner. Just a testament of Hercules' will as a competitor. They grapple up. Hercules throwing Austin against the ropes. And a Samoan drop by the mighty god as he goes for the cover. 1, 2, and kick out by Steve Austin. And you can really see that Hercules visibly looking frustrated, wondering what's going to take the opponent away as Hercules charges up another God Spear. And it connects. This could be it for the Texas Rattlesnake. Here comes the pin. 1, 2, and I don't believe it. I don't believe, look at Hercules, he's punching the ring now. He cannot believe that he not only kicked out 1, but 2 God Spears. And now he's gonna try and finish him off. He's charging the Superman punch. And here comes another God Spear. Hercules looking to end him. And a counter. Stone Cold sees the God Spear coming. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Stone Cold with the Irish whip. And there's a hip toss by the Texas Rattlesnake. We're here. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin's home city of Austin, Texas. And what a main event this is. Stone Cold making his very first GTW appearance here. Stone Cold, who's been retired from the ring for many, many years, has not lost a step as he hits Hercules with the Stone Cold Stunner. And this could be it. Here comes the pin. 1, 2, and wow. Wow, Hercules again with the shoulder up. These two men are throwing everything they have in their arsenal. Stone Cold kicking out the God Spear. Hercules kicking out the Stone Cold Stunner. And somehow both these men are able to kick out everything they have. Stone Cold reverses the Superman punch. Hercules breaks the momentum with the ropes. Stone Cold with the gut punch. And look at Stone Cold just hammering away, giving Hercules everything he has. And here comes the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Stone Cold gets the win. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Jon Moxley at the Grand Rumble for the World Heavyweight title.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And I can see tonight was all about teaching Hercules a lesson in humility as he just lost to this pro wrestling legend, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the victor here in his hometown of Austin, Texas. He will be going one-on-one with Jon Moxley, live on pay-per-view at the Grand Rumble. We'll be seeing Steve Austin in Greece. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night we had here. This is your host, Infinite Fantasy, reminding you, for those who watch the live shows on Twitch, to follow. And don't be shy, I'm always watching the live chat. And for those of you who watch my content on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to know when the latest GTW content comes near you. This is your host, Infinite Fantasy, signing out. I'll see you Wednesday night for GTW Wednesday Night Brawl here live on Twitch at Infinite Fantasy if/twitch.tv. And tune in tomorrow night for a live gameplay of The Witcher Witch Hunt. That'll be tomorrow night. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm signing out. May your fantasies be infinite.